Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Congress today is beaming with newfound confidence, and Rahul Gandhi is convinced of having found the winning formula to deliver victory after victory. Love, he says, has trumped over hate. The loyalists are already seeing Rahul Gandhi in the Prime Minister's chair. The Congress belief is amplified further by a buoyant opposition that sniffs a chance in 2024. But amidst the din of dhols and nagaras and chants of sycophancy, the massive message of a saffron consolidation taking place nearly 2,000 kilometers away in India's kingmaker state of Uttar Pradesh was perhaps lost. In Lucknow, Yogi Adityanath has further cemented Uttar Pradesh's status as BJP's new fortress with a thumping win against arch-rivals Akhilesh and Mayawati. Yogi's message to the opposition is clear. Opposition can only write off Modi magic at their own peril, and that Karnataka may turn out only to be a flash in the pan for the Congress. But that's not all. The regional satraps like Mamata Banerjee are not too keen to jump onto the bandwagon and anoint Rahul Gandhi their leader in the march to Delhi in 2024. Therefore, as we ask, can Congress claim an advantage in 2024 riding on the Karnataka victory? Well, that's a question everybody is asking tonight. The grand old party finds itself in a chief ministerial catch-22 situation. While DK Shiv Kumar was all teary-eyed after the win and invoked Sonia Gandhi, Siddaramaiah said his prophecy had come true and that Karnataka's win will act as a stepping stone for the 2024 election. Take a look at the face-off now at the two chief ministerial hopefuls.
I credit my party cadres and all my leaders. They have worked hard. People have exposed faith in us, and the leaders have supported us. It is a collective leadership, and we have jointly worked. I assured Srimati Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi that, and Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, that I will deliver Karnataka to their fold. I can't forget Srimati Sonia Gandhi coming to meet me in jail when all these BJP people put me under jail. So I rather choose to be in jail than having an office.
This result of this election will be a stepping stone for the coming Lok Sabha election. I hope that all non-BJP parties come together and see that BJP is defeated. I also hope that Rahul ji may become the Prime Minister of this country.
Rahul Gandhi, on the other hand, says the Congress is on a mission to defeat hate. Listen in to Rahul Gandhi.
कर्नाटक के चुनाव में एक तरफ क्रोनी कैपिटलिस्ट की ताकत थी, दूसरी तरफ गरीब जनता की शक्ति थी और शक्ति ने ताकत को हरा दिया। और यही हर स्टेट में होगा। कांग्रेस पार्टी कर्नाटक में गरीबों के साथ खड़ी हुई, हम गरीबों के मुद्दों पर लड़े। और मुझे सबसे अच्छी बात यह लगी कि हमने नफरत से, गलत शब्दों से ये लड़ाई नहीं लड़ी। हमने मोहब्बत से, प्यार से, दिल खोल के ये लड़ाई लड़ी और कर्नाटक की जनता ने हमें दिखाया कि ये देश इस देश को अच्छी लगती है।
In another state, a different story is playing out in what can be seen as an impetus ahead of the 2024 Mahayuth. The BJP swept the high-voltage Uttar Pradesh civic polls in all three municipal bodies, a stamp of approval for Yogi's Mafia Mukt pledge coming in from the voters. With Congress winning Karnataka battle, its bargaining chips have certainly gone up. JDU has a message for those planning for Congress Mukt alliance, saying that the Congress, a united front, will be weak without the Congress. On the other hand, the Trinamool Congress remains non-committal on Congress being the fulcrum of a new united front for 2024. Listen in to these opposition comments, extremely significant, coming as they do on the day of Congress's victory.
हम कर्नाटक के चुनाव नतीजों का स्वागत करते हैं और 2024 गैर भाजपाई विपक्ष के लिए संभावनाओं से भरा हुआ है, उसकी भी हम सराहना करते हैं। दक्षिण भारत में अकेला राज्य था कर्नाटक, जहां भाजपा की मजबूत स्थिति थी। केरला, तमिलनाडु, तेलंगाना, आंध्र प्रदेश में यूं भी विपक्ष की भूमिका में भी नहीं है भारतीय जनता पार्टी। इन चुनाव ने समूचे विपक्ष में एक नई जान फूंक की है।
In case of Karnataka, it's only Congress which could have taken BJP head on, and that they have done. So it is a clear-cut public mandate which shows that people are ready to oust BJP in the forthcoming election. So you can say it is the beginning of the come what may. People got united to oust BJP. That's the ultimate indication of this Karnataka election. Who spoke about opposition unity minus Congress? Nobody said this. Our Chief Minister, Madam Mamata Banerjee, has categorically said once again that in a particular state, if Congress can take BJP head on, it should be supported.
But is the Congress trying to bite more than it can chew? Is winning Karnataka equal to winning India? Well, over the last 15 years, we've seen how the party has formed government in Karnataka, and any party that forms the government in Karnataka actually bites the dust at the Lok Sabha polls. The BJP won 110 seats in 2008 polls, but in 2009 Lok Sabha polls, it won 19 out of the 28 parliamentary seats in Karnataka and could not form the government at the center. The same happened for the Congress in 2014 and 2019. The Congress has won in Karnataka, but is it really strong in the south? In Telangana, it performed poorly in the 2018 polls. In Tamil Nadu, it is a junior partner. In 2019 Andhra Assembly polls, they got only 1.1% of the votes. And in Kerala, it has lost 2 assembly polls consecutively to the left parties. So, the legitimate question that we are asking on the news hour tonight, who has the edge for 2024 after the results from Karnataka today? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side. And joining me on the debate tonight, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Member of Parliament and National Spokesperson of the BJP. Also joining me tonight, Abhishek Dutt, Spokesperson of the Congress Party, Riju Datta, National Spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress, Karthik Reddy, National Spokesperson of the BRS, Abbas Haider, Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, and of course an esteemed panel here in the studio, Smita Prakash, Editor, ANI, Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, cephalogist, call him what you will. Of course, the lead cephalogist tonight is Tehseen Poonawala.
Just come dancer.
Well, you introduce yourself, and suspended Congress leader, author, my friend Dr. Sanjay Jha. Suspension should be revoked now. You batted very valiantly today and over the last few months for the Congress Party. And Ashutosh, senior journalist, also in the studio with me. Tonight, my first question goes to Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, many people today are questioning the fact that Karnataka loss is a big loss and BJP probably bordering on overconfidence and the Modi magic has somewhere not seen the trouble that was fomenting in Karnataka, weak leadership, weak governance record, and the overhyped double engine and the last minute calls to Bajrang Bali. Nothing seems to have worked for the BJP. Why? Have you failed to read something that all exit polls could read very, very clearly? Has the BJP failed to read it?
Navika ji, with due humility, we will accept that the people has given a decisive mandate to the Congress party. But as far as interpreting that people had deserted from BJP, I would just like to put forward the fact that our vote percentage is intact, 36%. Congress has got an increase of 5% in their vote share from the previous election, 38 to 43, and exactly 5% is the loss of JDS from 18% to 13%. So that's what happened, that Congress, which was having a fierce competition on certain issues like the polarization and the PFI politics or others, with a fear that JDS may not take, so they were able to snatch the vote from JDS. BJP's vote is intact. If our vote percentage would have decreased sizably, then it could have been inferred that BJP people have become disenchanted and deserted from us. But since the mandate is in their favor, so I can say with due humility that we are accepting, but I also expect the due humility from the Congress party. Just 2 months before, they have said that the democracy is almost finished in India. All the institutions are finished. Election Commission is not working. And they are putting question mark on the Supreme Court of India. And they were talking to the so-called defenders of democracy, Europe and America. Now I want to ask today, is the democracy finished, or it is because of democracy you got it? Now the Election Commission is okay, now the EVM is okay, and yesterday you interpreted the 2 judgments of the Supreme Court in your favor. Now the Supreme Court is okay, means when Supreme Court gives bail or gives a relief to Pawan Kheda, it's okay, but if the court doesn't give any relief to Rahul Gandhi, it's not okay. So I think now today is the day that with due humility they should apologize, that from the sake of their political interests they will never put a question mark or demean the dignity of the country and the institutions or democratic institutions of the country abroad. I think with due humility we are accepting the defeat, and now I expect the same thing from the other side also. In context of the India we are accepting, in context of Karnataka.
Well, Abhishek Dutt, do you think all the questions that Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi today need to be answered head on? Of course, congratulations, and you've been campaigning in Karnataka too. Congratulations to you, to your party for a spectacular victory. And it was something that exit polls were sensing, but the extent maybe was underestimated. The question tonight is the democracy of this country safe? Is the constitution safe? Are institutions safe? Number one. And number two, a different kind of trouble has it really begun for the Congress party in the first decision that it needs to take, who to choose as the Chief Minister of Karnataka? Mr. Abhishek Dutt.
Navika ji, first of all, thank you very much, and thanks to all the people of Karnataka for showing their faith in us. For last 8 months, we've been based in Karnataka, reaching out to the public, and the mindset of people in Karnataka was very, very clear. They wanted to vote out this corrupt BJP government out. And even when we went to the person, we went to every house in Karnataka, every door was knocked, we reached to each and every voter. We came out with a guarantee card. Our focuses are very clear. Even during his press briefing, Rahul ji very clearly said, what we have committed, we will deliver. But we want to go back and understand there are few seats that Bharatiya Janata Party has won with a very, very thin margin. We want to go back and study how they managed to win that seat. For us, BJP was getting 40 seats. They still got 64. Our number for BJP was 40. So we need to understand how those 24 extra seats they've got. And very clear that yes, Karnataka people understood this hate culture of Bharatiya Janata Party, quoting things which was not said by our party. We never reacted to it. We were very, very clear. And even when they were quoting wrong facts, people in Karnataka knew what they were doing. And for the first time, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji was campaigning without any state leader. He was doing roadshow in Bangalore for 2 days. The Chief Minister and the local ministers are not seen. That showed their trust in the city and state.
Well, Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, you want to respond to that? The Prime Minister not carrying any of the local leaders with him?
As far as the local leaders are concerned, now this is the issue with the Congress. Despite this clear, decisive mandate, who is the final leader? It is the Mallikarjun Kharge ji or DK Shiv Kumar ji or Siddaramaiah ji. It is the issue for them, not for us. But he has not answered my question. That if we are saying that with humility we accept the verdict of Karnataka, they are not ready to accept that those things they have put question mark on entire Indian establishment, they have to retrieve that. And on the issue of guarantee, we give congratulations to them and we hope that they should fulfill their promise, but we will see that the two demands which were of the PFI, and they considered to both demand that 10,000 crore rupees to be allocated to the minorities and Muslim reservation should be increased to 4 to 6%. We will see that they will give 6% reservation to Muslims because they have promised to Muslim reservation to 6%. We hope that they should fulfill. And as far as guarantees concerned, they all guarantees, as Rahul Gandhi ji is saying, we have seen in the press conference that in the first cabinet they will approve, but now they are in the government, their all guarantees include almost equal to the budget of Karnataka state. So we will see that, we hope that they should fulfill, but we will see how they are fulfilled.
Well, so, Abhishek Dutt, would you want to respond to the charge? Just a while ago, your party said Congress...
replying to the technical question.
Yeah, your party said, Abhishek Dutt, Constitution in danger, Supreme Court in danger, Election Commission not independent. Today, do you take back all of that? EVMs are fine tonight?
Navika ji, we still want to understand how they got 24 seats extra. Let's check. Once we check that, we'll tell you them or the EVM next. See, one thing is very clear. Our friend from BJP has been talking about leadership in our party. Who would he hold responsible for the loss in Karnataka? Mr. Modi campaigned more than the Chief Minister. So will he blame the Prime Minister's visit to Karnataka as a loss for Bharatiya Janata Party? It's very easy for them to talk about Congress. Let's talk about them. Look at the number of rallies Prime Minister Modi ji has done in Karnataka state, spending 2 days in Bangalore city with a radius of 12 kilometers.
Well, then
he went to every...
Well, then your answer is with you. How the BJP went from 40 that you expected to 64 is because of the Prime Minister's campaign.
Navika ji, let me complete. It's a very simple thing. When the Prime Minister is stationed in Karnataka, when the Prime Minister is not taking names, even not taking names of leaders of the stage with him, the people of Karnataka has rejected BJP. We are very thankful to them. At the same time, we want to be very, very focused about all the guarantees we've made to the people of Karnataka. And I can assure you, first cabinet meeting, we will be fulfilling all the guarantees. The plan is already made. We worked on it. And when even during debate, during the election time, everyone used to ask us, how will you do it? We explained to people of Karnataka. We explained them with facts. And I'm very happy they've trusted us. Thank you.
Well, one sentence Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi wants to put in there. Yes.
He was very much emphatic on Modi ji. Modi ji has done a 26-kilometer long road show in Bangalore, and it is the only region in which he has improved.
48.
But what about the state of Sonia Gandhi?
48, my friend.
क्या हुआ भाई? सोनिया गांधी जी की गांधी परिवार का गढ़ है ना उत्तर प्रदेश, 7-0 0 1 MLA and 1 member of parliament.
तो आपको ये लगता है योगी का मैजिक चल रहा है?
गांधी परिवार का स्टेट कौन सा है भैया? नेहरू, इंदिरा गांधी, राजीव गांधी.
आपको योगी ज्यादा पावरफुल लगते हैं? मोदी जी नहीं चल रहे? मोदी जी नहीं चल रहे?
I was not disturbing, sir.
नहीं, that means UP Modi is not working, Yogi is working. That is what you mean.
But Modi didn't campaign in UP.
No, but one second, no. What I'm asking is, when he's comparing UP to Karnataka.
Just one sentence. Yes, please. अरे भाई क्यों लगातार डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं भाई? क्या तरीका है ये? मैं तो शांति से सुन रहा हूँ.
नहीं आप डॉक्टर त्रिवेदी
अपने टर्न पे बोलिए.
डॉक्टर त्रिवेदी बोलिए.
Viewers and listeners also.
Okay.
Wait for your own turn.
Yeah.
Just one sentence. Modi ji has taken the biggest road show in Bangalore, and in Bangalore is the only region which has improved. But he is talking about the state.
Improved.
Then I just asked what happened in the state of Sonia Gandhi ji and the traditional state of Gandhi family.
Well, personal pot shots are expected. At least on the day of the victory, let's allow each other space to celebrate or to reflect. But panelists wanting to come in. I'm opening up the debate.
Yeah.
Anand Ranganathan.
Yeah, very quickly, Navika, 2 points. But first, my heartiest congratulations to the Congress and its leaders and supporters on this panel and otherwise as well, especially to Tehseen, for this stupendous victory. And by all counts, it is truly a stupendous victory. And yes, I do agree with the previous panelists. A large chunk of the blame, if not all the blame, should go to Mr. Modi, because you live by the sword and you die by it. So why not? But as far as him saying that people have rejected Modi and the BJP, well, let me inform him that 5 years ago, 63.8 people out of 100 rejected Modi. This time, 64 people out of 100 have rejected Modi. I.e., if you were to flip it, if I like a party, I vote for it. If I don't like a party, I don't vote for it. And when I don't like a party and don't vote for it, that is what is called the anti-incumbency vote. And that is reflected in, for example, when Congress got 18% of the vote in 2014 compared to 30% or 29% of the vote in 2009, that was an anti-incumbency vote. Here, the BJP last time round 5 years ago got 36.2% of the vote, and this time it's got 36%, so 0.2%. So as far as the vote share is concerned, it is not an anti-incumbency vote that has resulted in the BJP's loss. What has happened is that almost exactly the number of vote share that Congress has won is because of the vote shifting from the JDS to the Congress. Now, 2 points here. Number one, it is important for the BJP to realize going forward that while it has maintained its vote share, why could it not increase it? If Modi and Karnataka were doing so well in so many areas, they had 5 years, they had 9 years, central scheme, state scheme, double engine, why were they not able to wrest the votes or people who were erstwhile Congress or JDS voters onto the BJP? And finally, just 30 seconds, this is also a pointer to, and in many ways it answers the question asked by the Congress panelists that wo 20 extra seats BJP की कहां से आई हैं? वो EVM की वजह से नहीं आई हैं. The fact of the matter is that my limited analysis shows that 17 seats that BJP has won by a margin of 3.5 to 4.2 thousand votes, 4,200 votes. Now that is clearly the vote cutting either of JDS or Congress. By other means, if you have a united opposition either covertly or openly, that is the only way to defeat BJP.
No. Well, 2 hands going up.
Smitaji first.
Yeah,
please,
okay.
please,
And
please.
she's a Karnataka,
No,
so we must give her her base.
No, always her.
Where are the Mysore Parks?
Yeah. I don't need sugar. You forget me sugar free.
No, there's no sugar free in Mysore Park. Okay, to get to the crux of it, look, the surprising thing is that the Congress now is sounding like the earlier BJP. Where did those 20 seats come from? They have got 20 more than we expected it to. This is not the way Congress used to be. The Congress used to say, acha, haar gaye, sit back. And now they are willing to do that Chintan Manthan which we expected or which used to be part of the BJP DNA, which is to think, why did we lose? Let's get down to it. Whereas what is happening is that the BJP is talking like what Anand Ranganathan, percentage and these kind of things, and they took JDS ka vote, inka vote le gaye, uska vote le gaye. It doesn't matter. It's first past the post. They have lost. Clear and absolute. It doesn't matter from where they got the vote now.
And whether the vote share is stable or not.
One minute, Tehseen, let me just complete. What is most worrying is that this is fine. There is a victory, there is a loss between Congress and the BJP. What is worrying is what Stalin has commented. He says the landmass of Dravidian family stands clear of BJP's vindictive politics. The landmass of Dravidian family is, and now let's work together to win 2024 to restore democracy and constitutional values in India. This thing of Dravidian land being separate from the rest of the Indian landmass is a very dangerous interpretation of this loss and this victory. I think this is very wrong, and I'm hoping that the Congress doesn't pick up this line which Stalin is giving them.
Well, Abhishek Dutt, do you think this is not the right way to look at this victory? You know, talking about South India as if it's a different island and the rest of India is a different island?
Was that question for me, Navika?
Yes, yes, Abhishek.
Sorry, I was on the phone when I couldn't hear it. Can you please come again?
Well, Dr. Jha, why don't you take that?
Yeah. There are two things I want to really respond to, Navika. Number one, I think Sudhanshu raised a point. He asked the Congress spokesperson to apologize because of the Congress's very emphatic victory. And I want to tell my friend Sudhanshu ji that Indian democracy survives and thrives and will prosper, hopefully, because of the people of this country, because of the opposition, because there is a pushback happening despite you and in spite of you. So I just want to tell very clearly.
He didn't ask for any apology.
No, he did.
He asked for apology.
No,
he
did.
Congress blaming the EVMs
on the EC
exactly
and the institution and the democracy.
Exactly my point. So my answer is that.
No, but then you must answer. So is the EC today fair? Are the EVMs working? You must say that categorically.
I maintain the accusation against the authoritarian government of Mr. Modi that India's institutions continue to be fragile.
Wow.
And despite that, and
from defunct to fragile,
and despite that, the opposition is finding its space, and I think they deserve to be congratulated for it. My second point,
not the institutions, only the opposition.
So my second point, the double engine is actually been double trouble. People have understood, I think states like Karnataka and I'm sure Himachal as well, they understood that you can't have a center breathing down the neck of states which are a separate federal independent states on their own and telling them that if you do not necessarily vote for the same party in power, don't be assured of the same kind of assistance. I think that is a very anti-constitutional stance of the BJP.
And the statement of M.K. Stalin, very constitutional.
I want to answer that one. I want to answer
that. Dravidian India is different from northern India. Is that a constitutional stance?
No, I just want to make 5 seconds here. The BJP needs to explain. Nobody in the world will approve of any conversation that appears to not talk about the unity of India. But I think the southern
you are in government with you are in an alliance with the people who are saying
so I'm answering. So I think the states in the south have very often felt threatened by two things. Number one, the pressure being talked about through linguistic politics of the BJP, number one. And number two, everyone wants to know as to how will the government of Mr. Modi...
Don't justify it. Don't justify it and let me get in. Let me get in.
No, there is a whole issue of delimitation of seats.
I'm coming to you. I want to get
Parliament. And therefore the states from the south...
Just a minute. Which they are talking about.
Just a minute. No.
This is not... Karthik Reddy,
the states of the south believe they won't get the benefit.
Mr. M.K. Stalin is not divisive, but whatever the BJP says is divisive. You know, how's that on a day of victory when statements like, Dravidians should get together and vote the BJP out? How does that sound to you? Is that democratic?
Listen to this, ma'am, please. This is very close to my heart. When BJP can say all Hindus should get together and vote, it's not divisive. But we South Indians, when we say all of us to get together and fight for our own rights, it's divisive. Navika ji, please understand this. We are proud Indians. We have also staked our lives. Our generations have staked lives for this country. We don't identify ourselves anything other than Indians. But you should understand, South Indians, Dravidians, we are historically, culturally, linguistically different from North. What is so difficult for you to understand?
Unscientific.
How are you different culturally?
Shocking. Northeast is also separate. That means
then Northeast is separate. Everybody is separate. Punjabis are different from Biharis, so they should also be separate.
We are very, very happy Indians. We don't like to see ourselves anything other than what you see. But we are what we are. This consistent battle for you guys to prove otherwise is what is making us to prove our point again and again.
Now, Riju Datta, you're not a Dravidian party. Do you support the position of M.K. Stalin and Mr. Karthik Reddy here?
I don't. I think.
I call myself a proud Indian.
Hindi and Hindu imposition, but saying that we are different from the country, I don't support. We don't support.
Thank you for some sense prevailing there. Thank you for some sense prevailing.
You know why I said it? Because he's a scientist. He is a scientist, and that is why he understands.
You can be sensitive to somebody's sentiments, but you cannot say the Dravidian landmass needs to throw out the BJP or throw out a political party because Dravidians are...
First of all, there is nothing like Dravidian.
Can be outraged by what he said. But we also have to understand why Stalin is saying so.
It's not only Stalin. Even the Sharad Pawar has said that the North
They are not Dravidians.
No.
Sharad Pawar is not a Dravidian.
Let me complete.
So what is he talking about?
Let me complete. I didn't disturb you. Sharad Pawar has also said in Parliament it is the Hindi Mansikta is the TMC member of Parliament has also said that. Punjab voices like I'm saying why these voices are raising their voices. We have to understand that. We just can't shut it. No, this is
why?
We all get outraged.
Tell me why.
No, I'm saying ask BJP government.
No, you don't have to answer.
Ask BJP government.
Do you think there is any justification for that? No.
Do you know the Tamil Nadu of the 60s?
I'm asking a simple question. Do you think there is a justification for such voices to come out? Yes or no?
Condemn it. You can't hound on me. And let me force to say what you want to me.
Don't condemn.
Please understand.
Don't condemn it.
This attitude of condemning things. If you don't understand why Stalin has said something like this,
you understand?
You will finally lead to the decision.
No, but do you understand why he is saying that? And does he have a ground to say that?
The government which has to understand why somebody is saying something like this.
आपको समझ आ रहा है?
I am saying that Modi is the Prime Minister, BJP is in the government. BJP has to understand why somebody is saying something like this.
Well,
if the BJP government doesn't want to understand,
any merit in it, but the government has to understand where this comes out.
Why these voices?
All right, but the moot question, apart from this Dravidian identity that is being worn on the sleeve, the real question is, today's victory, we started from this premise, today's victory also shows that the BJP has not lost its vote share. It is JDS which has lost its vote share, which means a regional party has lost its vote share to the Congress party. Now, Riju Datta, in such a situation, do you think this phenomenon is something that is likely to happen in different states, and therefore, do you see that the Congress as an alliance partner of the regional party is a kind of a catch-22 situation, especially when you're looking at the unity of the opposition with the 2024 elections in context?
Now, Navika ji, before I begin, I have been quiet for 35 minutes. I've got some points about the BJP and the Congress. Just give me the courtesy of time, please. Now, first of all, Trinamool Congress congratulates all Karnatakas and for their stupendous victory. And my congratulations to Congress, its leaders, its supporters, and its workers as well. Now, three things this election results has exposed about the BJP. First, communal divisive politics invoking Jai Shri Ram in Bengal, Bajrang Bali in South India or Karnataka does not work anymore. Second, from Mamata Banerjee to Rahul Gandhi to Abhishek Banerjee, you have to go within the people and get their blessings. Just hiring people to throw flowers on you does not work. Third, the double engine, the wheels have come off the double engine. From Manipur to Karnataka proved. Fourth, this term that has been coined by a large section of the media, Modi magic, we have seen from Himachal to Bengal to Karnataka is an absolute con. But saying that, coming to Congress, it is noteworthy, which nobody has discussed, that after Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has become the Congress president, they have won 2 big states. That means the Congress supporters and the Congress workers have clearly shown the Gandhi family's place in the Congress party. You do your responsibility, but Gandhi is not equal to Indian National Congress. That is what I believe, personally.
Okay.
Now, saying this, I believe that in Bengal, we have been very clear on our stand. Congress is in an unholy nexus with the CPM. They are aligning with the BJP against us. If Congress rectifies that, if Congress gives the due respect to all the regional leaders, then there is a place where we can talk. If they think that just by winning 2 states, they will get back on their high horse, and they think they have that paternal right on the opposition space, then sorry, you can fight your own battle. We want a BJP Mukt Bharat. We will fight against the BJP.
Well, Tehseen Poonawala, wake up, smell the coffee. Gandhis have been questioned by Mamata Banerjee's party, and Mallikarjun Kharge acceptable, Rahul Gandhi and other Gandhis not acceptable, and the TRS has the same stand.
Has Riju Datta spoken to Mamata Banerjee and her relationship with Sonia Gandhi? Or she is talking only about Rahul Gandhi?
Well, he's the national spokesperson. He's the national spokesperson, so I don't think you have to brief him for what the Trinamool Congress's stand is.
I think he should
journalist.
That's not fair.
You know, he's the national spokesperson.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes spokesperson do commit mistakes.
Please, can I reply to Ashutosh ji?
Yes, please.
Yeah, please.
Ashutosh ji, you're a very respected and senior journalist. What I have said is what the party stand is as of today.
There we go.
And you know, in 24 hours, a lot of things change. So 2024 is still 6 months away. Be a little patient. We will see each other on debates multiple times.
Exactly.
Well, Tehseen Poonawalla, now respond. Now respond. Gandhi is not acceptable. Mallikarjun Kharge, they can speak to. He will respond to their phone calls also. Maybe adjust a little bit here and there also.
All Gandhi is not just Priyanka. So Tehseen, get to the point.
At the onset, I've come after a long time. First of all, my dear friend Abhishek, if he is there, I want to congratulate him. He worked extremely hard in Karnataka. So I don't know if he's there, but many, many congratulations. Two things. There is a limited point. Of course, in opposition unity, there will be give and take. People will have their points of view, however senior or junior they will be. But opposition unity will be made on a common minimum program. That common minimum program will be for the betterment of India, and that will happen. That's point number one. Point number two, let's analyze Karnataka. And I completely disagree with what my friend...
I'm discussing India 2024.
Yeah.
So
India,
don't run to
India,
Karnataka. There is a victory. Matter settled. CM debate is going on. We'll figure that out.
India 2024 is extremely complex, so there has to be a number of takeaways. Please remember in 2018, the Congress formed the government in Karnataka, ran the BJP closed 2017 in Gujarat, won Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, and did not win 2019. So it's going to be a very complex issue.
Why
so you'll have to
TMC hate you?
So once again, it has to come to. Please just give me. Don't trivialize it.
No, it's not trivializing.
Don't do it.
It's a fact.
I've come in after a long time. If the TMC does hate, that's fine. You'll have to talk. There can be a reason to disagree. Of course, the TMC would prefer not doing business with the Congress, seeing the Congress over. Of course, that's the reality. So you'll have to fight in the state and come together on a national cause. You'll have to work it out, and senior leaders will work it out. I'm sure Mamta ji, Sonia ji, and Kharge ji can work it out. Let me make another point out here. The question that the BJP must ask, and if Sudhanshu ji, very humbly, I can ask him, is I agree with what Anand said. The BJP is stuck on its vote percentage, 36 or 35 odd vote percentage. The Congress got the JDS vote percentage. No, it's not as simple as that, but let's assume that. Then what impact did the Honorable Prime Minister have in Karnataka? The BJP, for every sentence, said, thank you, Prime Minister, rightfully so. They only credit the Prime Minister. If they haven't increased half a percent vote.
Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi will answer that. Let me just get in. सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, प्राइम मिनिस्टर का इम्पैक्ट पूछ रहे हैं कर्नाटका पे, लेकिन I want to ask, look at the southern states. Suddenly they are saying BJP is wrapped up from south of India and therefore they have no future here. Look at the Congress's record. Yes, they've won Karnataka today. Andhra Pradesh, 0. Telangana, hardly present. Kerala, they've lost twice. Tamil Nadu, they're the youngest and smallest partner to the DMK. You know, they're flexing their muscles as if they are the only undertakers in the world. Dr. Trivedi.
And 4 or 5 persons have spoken, so I would like to respond to all. As far as South is concerned, till yesterday, till 12th of May 2023, how many states Congress was having? Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, they are out of power since 66 years. In Kerala, there used to be alternative UDF, LDF, but this time they successively lost. In undivided Andhra, they were the biggest party. They got 36, 37 member of parliament. After division, they are almost vanished. But what happened exactly today, you have seen. Riju Datta ji has congratulated it. But जो ये कर्नाटक का रिजल्ट आया ना नाविका जी, इसने सबसे बड़ी बिजली जानते किस पे गिराई है? नीतीश कुमार जी, नगरी नगरी द्वारे द्वारे घूमू रे सावरिया, केजरीवाल जी, ममता जी, TRS वाले, अब जो BRS वाले, KCR जी, Sharad Pawar ji, who were having aspirations to become the leader of the opposition, but unfortunately today they are not in a position कि वो BJP की हार का जश्न मनाएं या अपने अरमानों पे गिरी हुई बिजली का गम मनाएं. तो ये जो combined opposition like the Trinamool Congress, the manner in which he has congratulated and then taunted also on Congress party, इन पे तो वो लाइन लागू होती है नाविका जी कि न तुम ही मिले न मयस्सर तुम्हारी दीद हुई, तुम ही कहो ये मुहर्रम हुई कि ईद हुई. But on the issue and technical issue, I would like to say, why Stalin has given
I've not spoken, Navika.
Why it has given a statement? Because for the first time you are witnessing. Sir, please let me complete my submission.
Okay, all right, Riju Datta. Riju Datta wants.
One by one.
Okay.
Actually, रिजू दत्ता जी, अरे आप मत अधीर होइए भाई, अभी सबके लिए बोलना है भाई, मुझसे सबने क्वेश्चन किया बीजेपी पे, तो
ऐसा क्या कर रहे सुधांशु जी, वही तो काटा है,
एक्सपेंस ऑफ ए रीजनल पार्टी। ओफो, क्या तरीका है भाई, पूरी बात तो करने दीजिए, 4-5 लोग बोल चुके थे। कर्नाटका कांग्रेस हैज रोज फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम एट द एक्सपेंस ऑफ ए रीजनल पार्टी।
एग्जैक्टली,
दिस इज द फियर माइट हैव डेवलप्ड इन द डीएमके कि कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि कांग्रेस यहां ओवर emphasize the Dravidian identity, but my dear friends who are sitting on the opposition side, from Sanjay Jha to Ashutosh ji, I will ask, ये Dravidian word किस भाषा का है?
Okay, Riju Datta also wants to come in, but Ashutosh, yes.
Britishers, and this Dravidian identity कहां से आई है? I quoting the book. It was written by one Mr. E.U. Pope in 1870. He has first used the word Tamil race. Prior to that, there was no identity or separation from south and north. And if somebody is saying that north and south are different, I would like to quote, जिस समय आप मदुरई के मीनाक्षी मंदिर में अपना सर झुकाते हैं श्रद्धा से, उस समय आपका सर उतनी श्रद्धा से वैष्णो देवी से भी जुड़ता है, मुंबा देवी से भी जुड़ता है, विंध्याचल से भी जुड़ता है।
Okay, hands are going up. Hands are going up. Many restless people here. Ashutosh,
Navika, I think now today, just now I found out why BJP lost in Karnataka. BJP lost in Karnataka because BJP was worried about the opposition unity, so it lost the election deliberately so that opposition unity is disintegrated. And I think I should congratulate Sudhanshu Ji for such a brilliant sophistry. I think
strategy.
Instead of trying to analyze why BJP has lost in Karnataka, he is going somewhere else. The fact of the matter is, Modi saying abuse didn't work. Modi said Bajrangbali didn't work. Modi did roadshow, didn't work. Modi said change Shiam, didn't work. Modi said double engine, it didn't work. Modi said sovereignty, didn't work. People have rejected Mr. Narendra Modi's rhetorics in Karnataka, despite chanting Jai Bajrangbali, Jai Bajrangbali, Jai Bajrangbali, still you lost election. And you are saying that the BJP Congress has gained on JDS. The fact of the matter is, Congress has snatched 21 seats from the BJP, only 17 from the JDS. Please understand, Mr. Sudhanshu Ji, party has lost and lost badly in Karnataka, sir, as early, with humility, accept that. Don't be arrogant. Don't be arrogant, sir.
Correct. JDS contested 37 seats, lost 17. BJP contested 224 seats, lost 27 to
let me explain.
But last time, 1 minute, let me.
और थोड़ा सा यूपी पर भी तो बोल दीजिए।
हाँ, नहीं, यूपी इस देश में नहीं है।
अच्छा, और दूसरी चीज क्या है, आपने जब गुजरात जीता तो आपने कहा कि हम 2024 से करेंगे। कर्नाटक जब जीती तो कांग्रेस तो कहेगा हम 2024 गुजरात में भी ना, गुजरात जीतने से आप पार्टी रोज कर रहे थे ना, कांग्रेस जीतने से आप
Riju Datta is the danger. One minute. Is the danger, Riju Datta, of the Congress gobbling up regional parties a real danger which will prevent an alliance between the opposition? That is the straightforward question. और ये भी इसीलिए पूछ रहे हैं सुधांशु जी कि आप आज मुहर्रम मनाएंगे कि ईद?
The straightforward answer is, it is not the capacity of the Congress, neither the world's largest party, to gobble up regional parties who are strong in their own bastion. BJP or Congress cannot gobble up Trinamool Congress in Bengal, neither they can gobble up DMK in Tamil Nadu, neither they can gobble up Arvind Kejriwal in Punjab or Delhi. So that is a separate thing. My only humble submission to Sudhanshu Ji, who is very fond of Shahid,
Arvind Kejriwal is a national party, not regional party like
Bihari Vajpayee Ji on a news channel. आप कुछ लोगों को कुछ समय तक बेवकूफ बना सकते हैं, आप बहुत लोगों को कुछ समय तक बेवकूफ बना सकते हैं, बट आप सब लोगों को लंबे समय तक भड़का और बेवकूफ नहीं बना सकते, नहीं भड़का सकते। प्लीज लर्न योर।
नहीं तो आप क्या कह रहे हैं, उत्तर प्रदेश के लोग बेवकूफ हैं? आप कह रहे हैं उत्तर प्रदेश के लोग बेवकूफ हैं, those who have voted for the BJP and Yogi Adityanath? Well, why would you make a statement like that? उत्तर प्रदेश के लोग बेवकूफ हैं क्या? रीजू दत्ता, this is no way. This is no way, because if one state has been lost, another state there is a spectacular performance. So where is the
क्या चल रहा है हमारे देश में? How is this different from Stalin?
Exactly, the same position.
The arrogance of the TMC of calling voters fools. This is wrong. Don't do it.
And let's
Abbas Haider, there is a ground reality. There is a ground reality that people have seen in Uttar Pradesh as well. Now, Uttar Pradesh, lock, stock and barrel, Yogi Adityanath stamped all over the civic body polls. Now, you will say they are civic body polls. The fact of the matter is that if you would have won, you would have touted it as a victory. Today, the BJP has won. Just concede. They have won. To call voters fools, is that fair?
Member of Parliament.
Navika ji, we should understand that in this urban local bodies election, people does not vote to elect a chief minister or a prime minister. They vote on local issues. But the thing is, if you see at the voter turnout, it has gone down extremely low. I mean, in Karnataka, the voter turnout has been around 70%, more than 70%.
Highest ever
civic body,
vote percentage.
It has been between if you talk about the Nagar Nigam, voter percentage is around 40%, and average of Nagar Palika, Nagar Panchayat and Nagar Nikam, it is around 50%. So when the voter percentage has gone so low, obviously the result will be in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party.
Why?
Why? Manipulations.
What kind of logic is that? What kind of a logic is that, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi? Voter percentage low hoga, so it will go to Bharatiya Janata Party.
I'll tell you, because they have to an extent, they have succeeded to make an atmosphere of fear in UP. When bullets are shot on the day of polling, in both the cases, during the first phase as well as the second phase, if bullets are shot, people will, they get spectacle.
एक कह रहा है कि voters are fools, the others are saying that voters को डरा दिया. Now, if you lose, this is what you say, and if you win, you say democracy is alive.
Can we get serious here? Because rather than, there is one thing is very good, that is analyzing the victory and defeat. It's quite another to try and forecast or foresee what could BJP do different going forward to 2024. And here I say this again. Now, Abbas, please.
Abbas Saab, Anand Raghunathan responding, please.
And here I say this again, it's all very well for me and others to say and agree that BJP has consolidated and kept its vote share the same. But I ask the same question again. Why has BJP not been able to wrest some votes or vote share from the other parties?
They haven't been. Maybe.
Why?
And I'll tell you the reason. They didn't perform as a government.
I will tell you the reason why.
Because it is a 40% Sarkara.
Please, if it has its own strong social correct base that always sticks with it, the reason is that other parties like AIMIM, like Congress, like JDS, they placate their voters. BJP is, I wouldn't say it's anti-Hindu, but it's not pro-Hindu. This is the biggest misnomer going around. It has not done anything. Forget about being anti-other community. It has not done things to remove discrimination from the Hindu community. The temples are still in government control in Karnataka, more so than they were when BJP wasn't in power. There are so many other things. So this is the canard that people spread around, that BJP is communal, it is pro-Hindu. I'm sorry, it is not.
So
Anand
is clearly saying that BJP plays
something that shouldn't.
There'll be a number of reasons why the BJP has lost. It's not one reason or it's not two reasons. Local issues, not being sensitive to several local problems that were there, the Hindi imposition or whatever you want to talk about. You can go several layers into why they lost. But what is most important to see forward? There is just 6 to 8 months left for preparations for 2024 to start. The honeymoon period of the Congress will last for at least 6 months. That's not enough time for the BJP to pick up the bootstraps and start working again. They should have started this 6 months back. for 2024. They've already lost this election. The momentum is gone. Who is there now in the leadership to first rejuvenate all this? Second point that I want to make is that in preparation for 2024, I doubt there will be any pre-poll alliance with any of the regional parties. I think everybody is going to go their way, whether it is in Telangana, whether it is in West Bengal. In all these states, they're going to go on their own, and post-election, they're going to form alliances.
Karthik Reddy, is the BRS going to look at a situation of a pre-poll alliance where the Congress takes the leading role? Or do you think everything will happen after you separately, each of you win your seats and then come in for a post-poll?
Cannibalize the regional party.
Navika ji, I kind of mentioned this multiple times. I told you many a times that Congress is the biggest opposition party that we are fighting here on the ground in Telangana. That state of Karnataka is a different unit. This election itself is a different case altogether. But what happens in Telangana would be crystal clear from few months from here. But everything said and done, I like to make a point about Karnataka elections also. I applaud Anand Ranganathan for what he said, because this is what resonated in Karnataka when Amit Shah himself has came to Karnataka and said, we'll implement the uniform civil code. A party which is in power in the country for 9 years, when the whole majority of the Hindu community is asking for uniform civil code elsewhere, you do not implement where you have clear-cut majority. Just because you want votes in the name of Hindu majority, you come to Karnataka and you promise uniform civil code. Do you think Hindus are stupid, Navika ji? Do you think we don't understand, we don't see through this? This is the hypocrisy the Hindu majority is seeing through, and this is the biggest challenge BJP is going to face in 2024, nothing more than this.
Well, you haven't changed your mind about alliance with the Congress despite their victory today?
No, ma'am. That's a different case altogether.
What they've seen?
I told you
Riju Datta hasn't changed his mind. Karthik Reddy's party hasn't changed its mind. And do you think Abbas Haider, Samajwadi Party, will be willing to go with the Congress? Yes or no?
Mr. Haider?
Okay, there is a clear-cut message from the people of Karnataka, and in fact across the country. Am I audible? That this is the 20th state that BJP.
नहीं मुझे लंबा नहीं चाहिए. समाजवादी पार्टी कांग्रेस के साथ जाएगी कि नहीं? समय कम है. समाजवादी पार्टी कांग्रेस के साथ बैठने को तैयार है. Yes कि नहीं?
साइकिल पे. People of the country have decided that they are going. देखिए, people of the country, they have decided they are going to push BJP out of power by any means, by their vote.
Fence sitters as always, cycle stand पे खड़े होकर चलती रहेगी. Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, last line to you, Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, just 30 seconds. कर्नाटका जीत गई कांग्रेस, लेकिन कोई साथ बैठने को तैयार नहीं.
साथ बैठेंगे, चाय पे चर्चा भी करेंगे और काम की बात करेंगे, मन की बात.
Difficult, but you have seen everybody has given a different interpretation from talking to Khadge ji to Fragile India and others. But one thing has become very clear. जो पार्टी बड़ी हो रही है उसका नेता छोटा है, और जो पार्टियां छोटी हैं उनके नेता बड़े हैं. इसलिए अपोजिशन यूनिटी में कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी और बढ़ गई है आफ्टर दिस कर्नाटका विक्ट्री.
Well, clearly, this for 2024 elections, the conundrum is completely different. Karnataka for now, absolutely clearly with the Congress party. But who will be the chief minister? That conundrum stays. And 2024 is another ball game completely. The Trinamool Congress, the BRS, not impressed, at least for the moment. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists, and thank you for you, dear viewers, for joining me on the special edition of the News Hour tonight. Good night. Be safe.